I'm your Wilcox, and what is woke good for? After all the failed woke DEI pushing games that have come out in the last few years, Suicide Squad Kill Justice League, Flintlock The Siege of Dawn, Under Night Awakening, Alan Wake 2, The Last of Us 2, Concord and Dragon Age Veilguard, among others, I think it's time to ask the question, what is woke good for? Every AAA game with woke DEI stuff put in it has done worse than games that don't have woke DEI stuff in it. Suicide Squad got 200 players on average after it launched. It got a few thousand players max throughout its live service life. Now, that may seem like a lot of people, and it is, but Warhammer Space Marines 2 got over 2 million players during its lifespan. As a side note, the game also was a single player offline game with online multiplayer, like Halo was. That probably helped too. Live service games can work. Look at Helldivers 2, for example. And not all games need to be live service. In fact, most games don't need to be live service. As for woke, let's analyze each part of a game and see how woke DEI affects it. First, its graphics. Woke is not good for graphics. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some woke games with good graphics. Suicide Squad Kill Justice League has some of the best graphics I've ever seen. But they weren't good because the game was woke. They were good because Rocksteady used to make good-looking games before Suicide Squad. In fact, woke can cause issues with graphics. You can make a game with amazing graphics, but if there is a purposefully ugly woman in it, she sticks out like a sore thumb. The only reason she's ugly is because they want to hate on people who like pretty women. There's no story reason or character reason. They just did it to hate on customers. You know there are ways to make your female characters look different than supermodels, but also not look like repulsive. Make them animals or robots or aliens. Or give them no face, like a Cyclobot from Power Rangers, Time Force. If you don't want to make good faces, don't make any at all. Next is gameplay. Woke is not good for gameplay. And woke is not good for gameplay. Every single woke game I have seen has had cheap copies of better games' gameplay as their gameplay. Sure, they may have some innovation, like how Suicide Squad had Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and Flash styles of gameplay in it. But it was wasted by being buried under the Fortnite knockoff gameplay. But let's be honest, gameplay is not the main focus of woke games. That would be the story and the characters. Both are messed up by woke ideology. The stories are always about how the heroes are victims and oppressed, and they are going to fight against it. It's all about lecturing the player instead of entertaining them. The characters are one-note stereotypes, and they always have to be a certain race or a certain sex, or they can't be in the game. At least, not as good guys. Woke ruins stories and characters. So far, we can see that woke does not help with graphics, gameplay, story, or characters. So what is woke good for? Experimentation. Woke is great for figuring out what works in games and what doesn't. We have seen through years of failed woke games that having racist, sexist stories, one-note stereotypical characters, bad imitations of better gameplay, and the same basic story over and over again does not work, especially in AAA. Now, with woke games and systems that try to encourage woke games failing, making any more games like Ghosts of Yotei or Suicide Squad or Dragon Age Veilguard will result in yet another failure. And with Eastern investors taking over EA and Sony wondering if they need to go back to their roots, woke has its work cut out for itself. Galactic, the Heretic Prophet, had better blow us away with gameplay and story, not as an insult. I'm here, Wilcox, and don't hold your breath.